Hello everyone. Now we'll be talking about chopper. Chopper is a DC-DC converter only. So we'll be talking about type A chopper. What type A chopper is? It is first quadrant chopper. The operation is limited to first quadrant only. So how you can make quadrants? On one axis you take uh, V naught, and another axis you take I naught. So this is the first quadrant for these two axes, in which V naught is also positive and I naught is also positive. Hence the power will be, which will be equals to P naught, will be equals to V naught into I naught. If V naught and I naught are positive, power will also be positive. This is the type A chopper, which gives first quadrant operation and also known as first quadrant chopper. This is the circuit diagram where you are having input supply Vs, we are having switch, we are having input supply Vs, we are having switch, this, we are having freewheeling diode, we are having load. When our switch 1 is on, which means this is closed, then this supply is being connected to the load. This supply is being connected to the load, and the current is flowing in this direction. From plus it is going in this way. It will not go to the freewheeling diode because it is reverse bias. It goes like this. From the load it moves and goes to the negative supply. So like this current is moving. So your V naught, which is this one, as this freewheeling diode will be open circuit, then V naught will be equals to Vs, because ideally this will be open circuited because it is in reverse bias condition. So you can see your V naught load voltage is equals to Vs, and your I naught load current is equals to the current coming from the supply, that is equals to Is. So V naught equals to Vs and I naught equals to Is, which is positive. Okay, when this Ch1 is off, when this Ch1 is off, this switch is in off condition, and this is open circuited. Ch1 is off, then this is open circuited. Hence what will happen is this, if this will be an inductive load, then what will happen, this inductor has stored energy when switch was on. Then now the switch is off, the second condition, this stored energy will be dissipated. The inductor will dissipate its stored energy, so it will dissipate through this freewheeling diode. This energy is being dissipated through freewheeling diode, hence this freewheeling diode is short circuited. Hence V naught will be equals to 0, and I naught, which will not be equals to 0, and it is decreasing basically. Here in first mode I naught was increasing because it is moving from the inductor and it is inductor was getting charged, but now I naught is decreasing. This sign means decreasing, this sign means increasing. Now inductor is getting discharged, so in the current is decreasing. So power flows from, so in type A chopper, power flows from source to load, from source to load, and this can be used in forward motoring mode of DC motor. This chopper can be used in forward motoring mode of DC motor. Here I had written in motoring mode of DC motor. The application of type A chopper is in motoring mode of DC motor or charging of battery, where AC input is used. So what will be the list of component? What will be the list of components for a motor type A chopper to fabricate it? To fabricate type A chopper, what are the components you need? You need DC supply source, you need one switch, you need one freewheeling diode, you need one DC motor load, and you need for one firing circuit of a switch. Here you need one DC supply, you need one load, that is a DC motor load, you need one freewheeling diode, and you need one switch and firing circuit of this switch. For firing this switch you need firing circuit. So these are the elements you need to fabricate type A chopper. What is type B chopper? Type B chopper is a second quadrant chopper. So this is V naught axis, this is I naught axis. The second quadrant will be this. In this, V naught is positive, but I naught, which is flowing, is negative. Hence P equals to, which is power, equals to V naught into I naught. So if I naught is negative, P will comes out to be negative. P comes out to be negative. So this is the case of second quadrant, which is also known as type B chopper. Chopper is a DC-DC converter. So this is the circuit diagram. Here we are having diode, this is the supply, there we are having switch, here we are having load, RLE load, which is a motor load. So what here we assumed is motor is charged, the inductor is already being charged. Okay, and the source of EMF is present, the back EMF is present in the motor. It is being charged. The source, the load is being already charged and it is waiting to get itself discharged, and back EMF is also there. So what if chopper is on? If chopper is on, what will happen is, from this is V naught, from this energy will be dissipated, because E is the back EMF, and E is the back EMF. The inductor is not being charged. Actually, the inductor, the EMF is there. The back EMF is already there in the motor load. So if chopper is on, this is short circuit. What will be doing? What E will be forcing current from inductor and this chopper, and this will be the circuit diagram. This will be actually the flow of current. This will be actually the flow of current. This is against the polarity of I naught. This is against the polarity of I naught in this direction, but E is forcing the current to flow in opposite direction of E naught. So the current flowing is negative, and it is charging the inductor and flowing through the chopper. Chopper is on, the V naught will be 0 because this chopper is short circuited ideally. This switch is short circuited ideally, so V naught will be equals to 0, and E drive the current through L and CH, the switch. When the switch is off, the inductor already gets itself charged because of E forced current. Hence now what will do, this inductor will get its changes polarity and gets itself charged. The chopper is off, then V naught will be equals to L di by dt plus E. This V naught is L di by dt plus E. Power starts flow from load to source. This power will start flow from load to source because it has get charged in the polarity of plus minus. Now it will change its polarity. Upper will be positive and lower will be negative, and the current will start flow from load to source. In this way the inductor will get itself discharged. So hence your V naught will be equals to L di by dt plus E. Power starts flow from load to source. This is basically a regenerative braking of DC motor. This application of type B chopper is in regenerative braking of DC motor. So we stop. Next we will be dealing with type C chopper.